Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Summerslam 2014 predictions video. I, of course, am your host, Caleb Johnston, and I'm here with my co-host, Cameron. Cameron, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Got a new phone, so I'm as happy as can be. How you doing, man?
I'm doing really good. I'm so happy you have a phone now. Again, that was a tough week.
It was. It really was.
So anyway, SummerSlam 2014, well, this video comes out on Thursday, so I guess it's in, 3 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's about 4 days from when we're recording, but 3 days from when this video comes out. And I'm pretty excited for this event. I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, same. I'm really excited for it.
My only issue, though, is I thought Battleground had a good card, and it was kind of lackluster, so I was a little bit disappointed by that.
Yeah.
So I really hope SummerSlam can have a good card and just work well with all of the time limits and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And we don't have a pre-show or a kickoff, whatever, announced yet. So if we don't talk about it, it's just because it wasn't announced at the time we recorded this.
They're probably going to have a performance by Flow Rider. I see.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
They love Flow Rider. Have you noticed
They
that?
really, really love Flow Rider. That is a very good fact. Alright, so matchup number one, we've got The Miz defending his Intercontinental Championship against Dolph Ziggler. Now, Ziggler, it was the last guy Miz eliminated in the Battle Royal last month to, become Intercontinental Champion. Then the next night on Raw, Ziggler beat him, and ever since they kind of had a little feud going on. And let's not forget that on Raw, Ziggler came out wearing his shirt. And Miz is going with this whole new Hollywood gimmick. He's a heel again. I fucking love it. I really am a fan of it. And after the match they had on Raw, what was it about now, like 3 or 4 weeks ago? I'm really looking forward to this match. It'll be on pay-per-view. I think it's going to be great. And remember, last time Miz went into SummerSlam as Intercontinental Champion, him and Rey Mysterio put on a pretty solid match.
Yeah, it was really solid.
So anyway, Cameron, going into this, what are your predictions for this match?
Ziggler for the win.
Why do you think Ziggler is going to win?
Because he's awesome.
That is not a good enough reason.
Because he's awesome. That is a good enough reason.
So you think they're going to cut Miz's title reign short?
Yep.
As much as I do want to see Ziggler as champion, I really don't want to see Miz with a short title reign.
Well, you're just a hater.
I'm not a hater. I love Ziggler and Miz.
I don't believe you.
This is a known fact. I love both of them. They're great. But overall, since Ziggler, part of me feels like Ziggler could win this, but then again, Ziggler goes into every title match thinking, oh man, he could win this. But I think Ziggler has a good possibility of being Intercontinental Champ. I think Heath Slater or Dolph Ziggler will be Intercontinental Champion by the end of this year.
Probably.
I was telling you just this week, like Slater's doing fucking amazing lately.
Yeah.
He's had like 3 insanely successful things happen. It's weird. Overall, I think Miz is going to retain in this one. And I think it's going to be a fucking great match.
Well then.
I don't think it'll be match of the night, but I think it could be in the top 3. I know
when you have the hashtag heel in the match, it's probably going to be 5-star.
The hashtag heel, who is also a babyface right now.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh, that makes sense. I do think it's funny that he still heels Ziggler on Twitter. Okay, so I say Miz, you say Ziggler.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie. So what do you think about Miz's current gimmick anyway?
I love it.
Yeah, that's all there is to be said. It's amazing.
Yes.
Matchup number 2, we've got Bray Wyatt versus Chris Jericho. Cameron, as you know, I was really let down by their match at Battleground.
You were.
I don't feel like they meshed well. I feel like it was a little bit sloppy, but nonetheless, these two have the potential to put on a great match against each other.
They really do.
So going into this match, and especially, have you seen you've seen the promo that they had on Raw?
Yes.
Dude, that is fantastic.
It is.
It is good. And Jericho was wearing the suit, and then Jericho teased a gimmick change. I don't think he's going to turn heel because that would make no sense going into a match against a heel as a heel. Especially at SummerSlam, but it's like nonetheless, I think Jericho and Wyatt, I can't say it's going to be good, but I really, really need this match to be better than it was at Battleground. I need this match to be what I was expecting it to be.
Don't we all need that?
Because have you noticed that Jericho's put on better matches with Luke Harper and Eric Rowan than he has Bray Wyatt?
Yes.
That's the weird thing. Him and Luke Harper have been putting on really good matches together. Luke Harper, that dude is something, man.
He is.
And plus, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan won't be at ringside this Sunday. They got banned from ringside.
Could that be a big effect on the match,
I
though?
don't think so. I'm just pointing out the stipulation.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to matter in the end. But I will say this though is I would say my predict for the finish is I always predict that Bray Wyatt's going to reverse submission hold, so I'm going to say Wyatt reverses Walls of Jericho into Sister Abigail.
Hey, anything can happen. That's really likely, though.
Yeah, this is like, how you realize that? Do you remember the WrestleMania? You weren't on the WrestleMania predictions, that's why. But at the WrestleMania predictions, I said he was going to reverse the STF into Sister Abigail.
I see. You're so smart.
See, I'm a really big, that didn't happen, but I'm still a really big fan of him reversing submission holds.
Yeah.
That's all I really want. I love Wyatt. My only thing with Wyatt is just like I've been saying is he's a lot better than he used to be. Like this has been his year as far as in-ring performances. Battleground was the worst performance he's put on pay-per-view this year as far as a match, and that's not a bad thing. It was a decent match. I'm just saying I really hope Wyatt and Jericho can figure each other out Sunday.
Yeah.
And Wyatt's gonna be on Jericho's podcast Friday as well. That's kind of breaking kayfabe.
It is.
And then also an American
Don't let the
Idol.
children know.
Yeah, don't let the children know. Bray Wyatt isn't a scary magical man. He's actually Husky Harris. So who do you think's gonna win this match?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It could go either way.
But if you had to pick one person, who are you gonna go with?
Wyatt.
Yeah, exactly. See, I don't think they're gonna have Jericho beat Wyatt 2 pay-per-views in a row.
No.
That goes against Jericho's moral code of putting people over. No, but I think they'll probably extend it another month as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who knows? So anyway, we both say Wyatt. Going on, we've got Rusev versus Jack Swagger in a flag match. I'm looking forward to this match.
We both are.
See, another
We've
thing
talked about this a lot.
we have, and one thing I said to you after Battleground as well, was that this is another match that kind of let me down a little bit.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though, is I think the flags are somehow going to add something to it, and I think it's just going to be fun. I think it's going to be a fun match.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if they get Zeb and Lana more involved. I think this could just be a really fun match. It's not going to be a technical clinic, and it's not going to be the greatest match of all time, but I think it's just going to be really fun.
Yeah.
And Rusev and Swagger's rivalry has been amazing. Like, it's been one of the most well thought out rivalries lately.
Yeah.
What were you about to say?
No, nothing.
I will say this though, man. Lana, I just love Lana. She's amazing. She's one of the best mic.
Everybody should love Lana. Lana's amazing.
One thing too is people can't pretend like no one cares about Jack Swagger anymore. That dude is over like fuck.
He's always been a face. I just want to add that, people. He's always been a face. You two, everybody who's listening to this who think he wasn't a face, you're just not real Americans. Don't go flip-flopping now. Don't.
Oh my god. But I will say this though, Cameron, you can confirm. I was a Swagger fan before this. I've been a Swagger fan since you've met.
First Swagger mark I've ever met.
I've been a big. I know there are others, but like I've been a fan of Swagger since like 2009.
Yeah.
Like dude, I've really always seen potential in that dude. And this isn't just me shooting out my ass. Cameron can confirm this.
Yes, this is very true.
Oh my god. Okay, so I say Swagger wins this because it's an easy way of letting Swagger get the victory without having him pin Rusev.
Yeah.
And you going with Swagger as well?
Yes, Swagger.
This is going to be interesting because this rivalry will have no pins or submissions so far in it. Because Battleground was count out.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I hope they get. I mean, they'll need a tiebreaker.
Let's do whoever reaches the flag first gets to bang Lana. Live sex celebration.
I think that is the greatest match concept I've ever heard.
Yes, it is.
I really like that concept. So we both say Swagger?
Yes.
Now we've got AJ and Paige for the Divas title. Now, this rivalry has been kind of weird and inconsistent on if it's good or not. Because I feel like every single week is just kind of AJ facing someone, and then Paige is like, oh, AJ, we're friends, and then she knocks her down or something.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I will say this, though. It's like I told you. I think AJ and Paige had a really good match at Battleground.
Yeah.
It wasn't the perfect match, but it's just like I've said, where Paige has always kind of, like, even though she's a good wrestler, it's like, I feel like AJ is going to bring that out in her. Like, Paige has only had a couple good matches.
Were you going to say Paige?
I almost said Paige on accident. Their ship name. Which is something we'd all like to see, though. Let's face it.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind that at all. But then, I mean, seriously, though, I think Paige and AJ could be a fun match.
Yeah, it could be.
It could be because, like I said, they had a good match at Battleground, and one thing too is Paige has had 2 good pay-per-view matches in a row.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that she had a great match with Naomi. I still think her best match was her one with Naomi.
Yes, yeah.
But then AJ's had a lot of good matches, so it's like it's like I've been saying. I think AJ is going to be the worker to really bring out Paige to 100% full Paige.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to that. So overall Sunday, see, we could do the whole thing where, well, because you won last time. No, I think AJ is winning this one.
Yeah.
But I would say by disqualification.
Let's slide it up, people.
Wait, what'd you say?
Let's slide it up.
Oh, I think you said let's line it up. I'm like, what the fuck are we lining up?
Well,
Anyway, so you say Paige as well, or AJ as well?
yes.
I keep almost saying Paige. Oh my god. Okay, so AJ wins. Yeah, we got that. I do think Paige is going to win the title back in this rivalry. I just don't think it's going to be this soon.
Yeah.
Okay, then matchup number 5, we got Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins, the match that's finally going to happen. Here's the catch, it's a lumberjack match? I'm a little confused by why it's a lumberjack. Like, I get the whole thing that, oh, well, not, they're not going to get away from each other, but it's like, I don't get why it's a lumberjack match. I mean, it's probably going to be a fucking great match, because I know it's going to be a fucking great match. I think it's a match that could steal the show and could be match of the night. And I think it's the match that we could have gotten at Battleground if Rollins hadn't been hurt or whatever the situation was going into that. But overall, the lumberjack is... Cameron, first of all, what do you think about this being a lumberjack match?
Well, I'm happy about it because I love lumberjack matches.
I love lumberjack matches too. My only thing is, like, I mean, do you think the lumberjacks are going to screw one of them? Like, I wonder how the finish could go. Like, I do know one thing. If I can call one spot, I think it's going to be Rollins taking a dive off the top rope onto all the lumberjacks.
Yeah.
Or Ambrose. One of them will. Because I can see Ambrose being just fucking nuts about, like, I'm going to go to the top rope now, Seth. And then he just goes and does it. But Dean Ambrose is probably my favorite thing in WWE right now besides Lesnar.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm really looking forward to this match. I think it's going to be fucking great because I really know that. I think this might be the match maybe not the match I'm most excited for, but the match this is the only match where I see no potential in this being bad.
Yeah.
I'm just a little confused on why it's a lumberjack match. Overall, Cameron, who do you think is going to win this match?
Seth. Because I think the lumberjacks are going to interfere.
I think it's gonna be Ambrose because I think the lumberjacks are gonna interfere, but it's gonna fuck up Seth, and then Ambrose is gonna roll him up.
I see.
So I pick Ambrose, you pick Rollins.
Yeah.
Oh, are you gonna hit me in the back with a chair?
No.
Oh,
maybe.
That makes me really happy.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day you'll hit me with a chair. But that day is not today.
No.
So next up we have Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns, which is in all honesty the match I'm least excited for.
Eh.
I mean, I love... Wait, no, I'm sorry. The match I'm least excited for is probably Wyatt Jericho, just because I'm worried it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
But it's like, see, and it's not a diss on Reigns or Orton. I love Orton. I think Orton's really improved this year. I think he's improved since losing the title. Like, I don't know, when he was champion, it was really stale. And then Roman Reigns is really improving in the ring. I'm a big fan of Roman, and I think he's going to be champion at WrestleMania 31. So it's like, there's just no doubt in my mind. This rivalry has been kind of okay. It's really just been, like, what are they fighting over again?
I don't know.
Is it just the Authority doesn't like Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns doesn't like the Authority, and then Orton was going to get the title shot against Cena, so Roman Reigns cost it. Oh, it's because Roman Reigns cost him the title, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
And then Orton really beat the shit out of him and RKO'd him onto the announce table twice a few weeks ago. But anyway, if I can just give a full prediction of how the thing is going to end, I think Orton's going to go for the punt, and Reigns is going to spear him out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's probably going to happen.
Or it's going to be something where I think he's going to reverse his RKO. It's going to be something where he just randomly spears them.
Yeah.
I do love his spear.
We all should.
Quick question. Do we like that he's keeping the Shield gimmick?
No.
You don't?
No.
See, my thing is I like the attire, but I think it's going to give once he's WWE champion, I think he's got to stop coming through the crowd.
Yeah.
Because the crowd thing, I'm not going to him coming through the crowd, when they were a stable it worked well, but man, I don't like the whole one guy coming out of the crowd thing.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Remember when Edge first debuted?
Because Edge is awesome. Let's not
Okay,
compare.
Edge is amazing, but I'm just pointing out the fact that I don't like Edge and Christian doing it together. That's fine. The Shield doing it together. That's fine. I don't want to see one guy coming out of the crowd
Now, when
unless it's
Edge did it by
Sandman.
himself, though, it was amazing.
Yes, I will say, but Sandman.
He is Sandman.
Because see, the only reason I say Sandman is because ECW is fucking nuts. I don't think it works with Reigns anymore.
No.
At this point, it just looks like I'm Roman Reigns. I defy authority, so I don't come through the ramp.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it get kind of annoying to come through the crowd?
Yeah.
Like, I can only imagine, because it must be like, oh, we gotta come out of the crowd now. We gotta walk. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? The only thing we know is that CM Punk is the one who really doesn't like being in the crowd.
Yeah.
Because he will punch the shit out of you. Speaking of amazing entrances, my favorite... this is going to be so off topic, but we will continue the prediction. I'm just saying, remember when Sandman came out in the 07 Royal Rumble and he bashed the beer and it went all over this female security guard?
Yes.
That is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Anyway, so we both say Roman?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so next up we have the most unique match, possibly, that's Stephanie McMahon versus Brie Bella. Stephanie steps in the ring for the first time in a few years, and then we got Brie.
We want this match. This is what the people have wanted.
I want this match because it's like Brie, Daniel Bryan has. Okay, here's the thing. I am going to give a very interesting thought here.
Okay.
Daniel Bryan has magical semen.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Even though he's been dating Brie for a couple of years, it never really rubbed off on her, or onto her, until after she came back. After a couple of years of getting it from Bryan, all of a sudden his amazing wrestling ability, just like Spider-Man's semen gave Mary Jane cancer, this has given Brie Bella wrestling ability. And the thing, I think it's so crazy that the Bellas have like inherited like the wrestling style from like Cena and Bryan. Like Nikki wrestles like Cena, and then Brie wrestles a bit like Daniel. Now Brie is not as good as Daniel, but she wrestles a lot like him.
Yeah.
And she's gone from being one of the not very good divas to being one of the best workers.
Yeah.
I really like Brie. Stephanie hasn't wrestled from like, how long has it been? 2001?
We don't care. We just want to see Stephanie in a tight shirt.
That's true. I don't want to see her in a tight shirt. I will say this though, the Claire Lynch storyline is officially happening. I will say this though, I think it was hilarious that Stephanie was like, "What's that you said, Amber?" I think her name was Amber. I'm not sure, but she was like, "What's that you said? Daniel used to always make you say yes." I will say this. I'm not gonna lie. WWE Raw last Monday, something about. I'm not saying it. The Attitude Era is coming back. It didn't feel PG at all. Nothing about Raw Monday really made it feel PG, and that I'm not gonna lie, I really like WWE's product right now.
Yeah.
I think they're really good, even though Bo Dallas is not winning anymore.
Which is kind of stupid.
It's very stupid. I love Bo.
Everybody should.
Oh, Bo. You got a Bo leave, man. Anyway, but like Brie and Stephanie, this has been a great rivalry, and this has been a match people have talked about happening for like 6 months.
Yes.
Since WrestleMania, back when people were like, "Oh, this match needs to happen," and plus they like to call each other bitches, and it's funny. See, that's another thing. How many times have we heard the word bitch on WWE television last month?
Your guess is as good as mine.
A lot. Like maybe 10 times. Like Brie and Stephanie are just calling each other bitches and they're getting arrested. And then I guess there is the whole storyline that Brie might not make it Sunday. Brie's making it Sunday. Let's be realistic here. Come on. No, but this match is happening, and I say, first of all, have I mentioned that Stephanie's pedigree looks fucking sick?
You have.
It is awesome.
It is.
I might almost like it more than Triple H's. It's so fucking good. Except for the time that Triple H did the pedigree in the early 90s and he spiked the dude's head. That's the best pedigree I've ever seen.
Okay, then.
Not that I promote spiking someone's head into the mat. And one thing that's so weird is, like, have you noticed that Triple H isn't wrestling this year at SummerSlam?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not involved. Like, it's weird. Where like last year he was a referee, the year before he was in a match, the year before he was a referee. Took that year off, teamed with Michaels, faced Khali, beat Booker. I'm not gonna say his entire SummerSlam history because that'd be stupid. I'm just saying it's really weird. This is the first time since like 2010 that he hasn't been involved in a match as a referee or as a performer.
Yeah.
And this is the second year in a row he's not performing at SummerSlam. And plus, remember, kids, Triple H buries people even though he's 0-3 on pay-per-view this year,
Yeah.
and put over Roman and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
I will say this though: is Triple H he's really going back to the not. I think the part-time gimmick fits Triple H better than it fits anyone else.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, I'm the boss. I don't have to compete all the time. Yeah, Triple H is fucking great. Anyway, we're kind of going on with it. I will say this though: Brie has a weird-looking lapel lock or crossface, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, I'm gonna say Stephanie wins this match with one of her sick ass. No, better yet, Triple H jumps into the ring and pedigrees Brie, and he does the spike pedigree.
That would be amazing.
And then Stephanie gets the pin and she's all happy. And then the next night on Raw, Brie comes out with a neck brace. She's like, "You see what happens? You gave me the same injury you gave my husband." And then all of a sudden, Amber, the Claire Lynch whore, comes out, and she's going to be like, "Brie, I'm so sorry." And then she attacks her. And then, at Night of Champions, we get Brie Bella versus Amber, the Claire Lynch whore. That's my name for her.
Okay,
so who do you think's winning between Stephanie and Brie?
Stephanie.
Yes, there's no way Stephanie's not winning this. I don't see Brie winning this at all.
No.
It's
just no chance.
No chance. That's what you got.
What do we need? We need montages of Shane training Stephanie.
Oh my god, that's what I hope happens Sunday. I want to see Stephanie out in the snow. I don't give a fuck if it's August. I want to see Stephanie out in the snow chasing what was it? It was a pig, right?
Yeah.
Well, all I cared about is montages of Shane and Triple H and Chuck Liddell training Stephanie. And then after that, Stephanie's gonna get all big and bad and say, "Oh, look at little Dick Liddell." I made a Kick-Ass 2 reference in this. This is fun. I like this. Okay, so we both say Stephanie.
Yeah.
The last match that is currently announced: Brock Lesnar versus John Cena for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. This is the match I'm most excited for. Remember their badass match from 2 years ago?
Yes. How could I forget?
How could you forget? So this rivalry has been fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And these two haven't laid a hand on each other either. That's the cool thing. It's awesome. Cena's wearing the red and yellow now. Cena is cutting some of the best promos like in his career. And plus, Cena also said bitch on Monday.
Oh, Cena.
Brock Lesnar came out to intimidate Paul Orndorff and Hulk Hogan. But the only thing, though, I will say is if Brock Lesnar had laid a hand on Paul Orndorff, his mustache would have kicked his ass. But I really liked the NWO reunion. But anyway, like I said, Lesnar and Cena, it's going to be fucking badass. As Gorilla Monsoon would say, it's happening. So, I've got to say, my boy Brock Lesnar is leaving this Sunday as WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And he's going to hold it until WrestleMania. And he will lose it to Roman Reigns. So, Cameron, who do you think's winning this match?
Brock.
Yeah, exactly. Brock is... I will say this, though. I think there is no doubt in my mind Brock is winning this, but the thing that scares me is if Cena wins this... Cameron, you know me. I don't bitch.
Yeah.
I don't take wrestling... I take wrestling. I'm like, okay, this is happening. That's cool. I try to find the best in everything, right?
Yeah.
Cena winning Sunday would be something I would call bullshit on.
Yeah.
That is, and it's not like, oh, anti-Cena. It's like, no, you end the streak, you end the Undertaker's undefeated streak, you have to beat John Cena and become champion. If Cena beats you after you beat the streak, you lose all momentum of ending the streak.
Yes.
Yes, it was a bad decision last time Cena beat him. So this time would just not be smart. But I do think it'll be badass.
Yeah, it's going to be badass.
God, this match is going to be fucking great. It's just going to be good. I'm really looking forward to this match. Because Cena, remember a lot, and if you remember, Cena and Brock both put on amazing matches the last year's SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So this year's will probably be just as good. Even though Punk and the two people they faced aren't competing this year. Because one of them is injured, and the other one is not in the company anymore. Okay, so overall, before we get off here, we've given all of our predictions for the matches. Is there anything else you want to say about the show?
Not really.
I will say this. I think it has potential to have time issues where, some matches don't get as much time, or some guys might not mix, and I really hope that's not the case. Overall, I'm fucking excited for this pay-per-view.
Yes.
And I'm excited to see my boy Brock Lesnar as WWE champion again.
Oh, that Brock Lesnar.
Oh, I love Brock Lesnar. You know how big of a Lesnar mark I am.
Yes.
I love him. I can't wait. So anyway, feel free to like this video, comment, favorite, and subscribe. Put in the comment section below, are you excited for SummerSlam? What are your full-on predictions? Do you think SummerSlam is going to be amazing? Do you think it's going to suck? If you think it's going to suck, give actual reasons. Don't be a mark. And just pretty much, do you think we're stupid for our picks? Do you think we're assholes? Do you think our picks were awesome? Put whatever the fuck you want in the comment section. I'm not going to get rid of it unless it's too bad. Then, of course, I think that's pretty much it. Anything we have no other thoughts about it, do we?
No, we don't.
Okay, anyway, I'm Caleb.
I'm Cameron.
And I hope